All right, guys and gals, hope y'all are doing well. Man, oh man, this this winter's not ending. What I think we need to do is address this situation. And how I'm thinking we're going to do it is we've got sand. This right here is black dirt. I did a little scraping right here, thinking maybe it was another layer. But we've got bone, we've got sand, we've got the whole nine. So I ended up finding a vein. I went for a little walk this morning, came down here, and it occurred to me somebody had been in here back years ago and did some scraping. And why? The only thing that was here was a little place and then that foundation getting done. So did they use the sand from in here for the foundation? I don't know. I'm not trying to investigate it at all, but I did scrape a little bit in there, and I'm getting into sand, but there's a lot of that matter that's kind of went down into the ground here. However, I remember when I shaped this hill here with a back blade, that way I could come over here and do the softwood. This right here is what we're looking for. Got a small crust on it, but it is perfect to mix in with that black dirt. That's what we're gonna do. So I'll bring you guys along a little bit different, doing some dirt work today. So All right, guys, so we actually started sinking pretty good. I might have got it on the other camera, but so much so that I almost buried it right where, about where that soft maple root ball would be. So I put a bucket in here, and you can already see how I'm walking on this versus where there's hardly anything. So this sand is already doing the trick. Now I'm kind of doing it slowly and small lifts type of deal, but I mean, this is what we've got. And then we just come over here a little bit, and obviously we've got dry sand right now, but what's underneath is not so kind. But there's good bone, we got good rock, so we're gonna have good drainage down to the duff, or whatever you want to call this loamy, slimy crap that doesn't dry out. You guys remember last year, I mean, you can kind of see, besides the tracks from the tractor, where I had smoothed it out, and that was done back in October, November, until we got a freeze, and then I was able to drive on it. But I had to drive on all them ruts and everything, get the logs out of here. So I don't want to put it down extremely heavy. I want to kind of have it so it binds in, because I almost want drainable clay, if that makes any sense. And my thought with that is, if we do get triaxles in here, or whatever the case may be, I don't want them spinning out on sand, sinking to the bottom. So if I can mix this in and get it nice and tight, I think we'll be all right. But again, just, you know, just walking on what we've got for ground here, it's all pretty loamy, pretty swampy. So it's a start, and we will see what the results are, you know, in the coming weeks. Now, we don't have any severe rain or anything coming in, but we got cold temperatures for the next week, and then I see over the weekend it looks like there might be more rain snow mix. So we'll see if this gets me in here and I'm able to work. We're golden. If it doesn't do what I want it to do, we're no better off than we were. So All right, these camera batteries. So we've got as much as I'm going to do today done on this road. As you can see, driving out here on the truck, beautiful. And then you can see the top layer here is already starting to dry, so that's better than I've seen here ever as far as the road goes. Now we do have some areas. This property does have a lot of springs, so like in this area here particularly, it's always been really kind of wet, and the amount of times that I've went over this piece just to get in here to dump, now we've got a severe case of pumping going on with the ground. So it basically pumps the water and all that right through, so you can see it. So the best thing for me to do right now is to get off of it, stop the pumping, let everything kind of settle back in, and then try it again tomorrow once we've got another crusty layer. Because even especially in here, I've added actually probably 3-4 buckets to this one area alone, and it's actually tightened up quite a bit. So maybe that's what we'll keep doing, is keep kind of skim coating it day by day and see if we can't get ahead of it. And then you can actually see, it's incredible. You go from the duff, loamy, and then when you start to get into the sand, you know, this has been driven on the exact spot, you know, the most with the tracks and whatnot, but there's no pumping going on. It's not slippery, it's not wet, it's just here, you know, because this is where the sand is. So everything's had time to go through the ground. We're out there, it's completely different story. So this is all we've taken out so far. Starting to get into some purplish material down there, but as long as we stay into this good stuff, we should be all right. And I mean, this whole bank is pretty much, I imagine, all the same. So nonetheless, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. I love watching dirt work YouTube channels, and I enjoy doing it myself. So hopefully it scratches the itch of lacking of content. But we'll get into it. You know, better days are ahead of us, and I'm really glad we decided to start this today, just because, like I said, the earlier I can get driving on this, the earlier we'll be back to work. So either way, God bless y'all. We will see you next time. Remember to hit them buttons for me.